Scared he's going to nip me. Really soft.
Ooh, what's that?
Not a bad reflection actually. Get the rest of the house in, it'll be right. It's got a grand building.
I like the window in the middle. That actually looks quite picturesque in between those two trees. Like,
Does actually, that's what I'm going for. Oh, yeah. I never checked the camera to see if that was her.
It wasn't Mary Berry, it was that, is it Ruth? No.
Oh, I don't know.
It's like the one that teaches the old school, proper old school teachers, isn't it?
Yeah. So, that looks awesome with the yeah, well, just the lily pads and actual. So hi guys, so today Charlotte and myself, we went for just a walk with the camera and a bit of lunch, and just had a good catch up. Basically went to Sheffield Park, which is in East Sussex, National Trust properties, lovely. As you can see there, beautiful lakes, trees. It's amazing over the different times of the year. October is one of the best. It's sort of very golden colours and everything. Here's a hat that fell into the water, and you can see us both sort of looking over the bridge. Just thought it was a bit of fun. But basically today you'll see some photos which just proves the point that we don't always get it right. We have bad days, and I messed up quite a few shots, which is not very... I don't do it very often, shall I say. But I just thought I'd prove a point that actually some shots don't turn out as you want them to. One, either from human error, I didn't have my shutter speeds fast enough. For example, with the ducklings here, they were constantly moving, so it was a case of just trying to stay with them and everything. They just don't stay still at all. They're just looking for food constantly. This shot's not so bad. Obviously it's cropped in slightly due to the 16:9 crop there, but the next shot is not all that great. A little bit of blurriness there. I was at 1/125th of a second, which, to be honest, at the time I thought it was probably alright, but it probably needs to be sort of at least 200th of a second. And this one here wandering towards me a little bit there, still not particularly sharp. Its focus points are fine. It's not the fact the camera is not focused or anything like that, it's just my shutter speeds aren't fast enough, obviously, for a moving subject. This shot here is quite a classical shot. You'll notice this if you type in Sheffield Park, looking straight up towards the house over the couple of lakes. Bit of a moody day, so it was quite dramatic looking. They don't eat the daisies though, it's really funny, they just eat the grass. It's not eating the daisies. It's just eating round the daisies. The goose. Yeah.
Photo bombs.
Always. Always. What, they've taken the bridge away? What? Where's the bridge gone? There's a... don't know. There'll probably be a sign. It's probably being rebuilt. Or something. He's not bothered, is he? You just get hissed at if you go too close.
Yeah, I got
and then maybe pecks.
once.
Oh, bit in my face. So here's the waterfall from the other side of where the bridge used to be. The bridge is actually being renovated, so it will be back at some point. It's just a lovely sort of smooth archway above the sort of little waterfall there. There's some weird sort of large-leaved. They kind of look a bit like rhubarb, but a lot bigger, kind of prehistoric looking. there was a fly sort of sheltering because it started raining a little bit, which was a bit annoying. So the light was in. So the light was a bit sort of demanding, shall I say. The sun did come out a few times, but actually most of the time it was quite dull. Here's a couple of old people wandering around. The colours in the background are kind of crazy. The colours of the flowers and everything are just quite unique, should we say. Another shot here, just of the duck. Nothing special, but it was in focus this time and there was no blurring, so it worked. This shot here is a better version of the one I took right at the beginning. A little bit more sort of better composed there. Just a bit more interesting. Still not that great. It just proves that we have days where we just either haven't got the subjects we wanted, and it's just challenging sometimes just to get the motivation. This is quite cool. Looking up into the sky, you see some rainbow. It must be ice crystals or something up in the sky. This shot's better. I'm getting a bit more warmed up now. So I love the yellow behind, the pink flowers. It just worked quite nicely there. And so utilising the Rx10 Mark IV, this was the only camera I had that day. And then these ducks were just following us. I was following Charlotte more, but it was a case of, what are you doing? There was literally about 15, 20 of them. Just decided they were just going to walk with us, so it was quite funny as a photo, which you'll see in a second. But yeah, as you can see in the distance, there was about another 5 or 10 following as well, so it was quite funny. Just a good bit of fun, really. It was just a nice day out, but it was just the shame about the weather. It was quite moody looking, so the clouds were really kind of cool, but the lack of light wasn't all that great. They're literally like, I'm going to kill you. Yeah.
Who's it going to chase first?
Don't know. Not me this time. So a couple more shots here, some geese and the baby geese or goslings. This again, not brilliant photos, they were just constantly moving, shutter speed still quite low, and to be honest, I don't know why, but I wasn't really on the ball. I'm just, it's not an excuse, it's just basically I think I was having a bad day. But as you can see, not bad photos. I mean, people are going to go, oh, they're terrible, but still not as sharp as I wanted in the right place. It was focusing up on the sort of shoulder blade of the animal rather than the head, and that's down to my fault for not changing the focus points at the end of the day, which is a real shame. Oh, it's awesome.
That's so cool.
I've never seen one like that.
Oh, neither have I.
There's a big air horn, isn't it?
Oh, that's so cool.
So all in all, it wasn't a bad day, but just a few shots there that I just thought I'd show you, that just to prove a point that we don't always get the photos we really wanted, and it can be silly little mistakes, even by people who've got a lot of experience. So this one here is just a slow motion 500 frames per second of Charlotte blowing a dandelion and the little seeds popping off and blowing in the wind, which is quite cool. But then again, we didn't have the sunlight, so it could have looked a lot better if we had the sunlight, but it was just coming and going at random times. So more than the fact that we all make mistakes, we're not perfect, and it's just a case of persevering and learning from any little hiccups here or there that we make along the sort of road of photography. So any questions, please ask, please subscribe, please click the notification bell, and I shall chat to you soon.